everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Titans going up against the Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Giants. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Mariota to throw it. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver, so he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. So the Titans are forced to punt as Brett Kern is on to do the honors. Back deep, it's Odell Beckham. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Carry now for Paul Perkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Paul Perkins didn't have the same success against Green Bay they had against Washington. The final game of the regular season went from over 100 yards against them to 30 against Green Bay. But I think he's got a bright future with the Giants. I liked him coming out of UCLA.
Yeah, it was just a young rookie. His 100-yard game on Week 17 for the Giants, their lone 100-yard rushing game of the season.
They started to look at him about mid-season as possibly the lead runner, and he ended up taking over that job. Let's see if he can hold it for 2017.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, The quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now Manning throwing on second down. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 45 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try to run now with Jennings. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. A look at the defensive starters for Tennessee.
Terrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
Second down, here's Manning. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Manning now on third and goal. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Janoris Jenkins combines excellent coverage ability with supreme confidence in himself. He thinks that no one is going to catch a pass in his area. Calls himself Clamp City.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
To throw is Mariota. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Beckham. Fighting through. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. carry to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
Brandon, it's early in this one, but Paul Perkins is a guy that I saw play at UCLA. And you know when he did his most damage? Late in the ball game. He's one of those guys that's a high-volume ball carrier and really wears people down and produces big as the game's on the line.
Had some good moments for the Giants this year. Question, though, is he just a complimentary piece going forward, or can he ever be the guy?
I think he can be the guy, but I don't believe the Giants are just going to settle for that. They're going to bring in more competition and make him earn it. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Perkins on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And the Titans getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 and yard line. And now out come the Giants. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Here's a nugget, Charles, on OBJ. This year he had 101 catches, now 288 for his first 3 years in the league. That ties him with his former LSU teammate Jarvis Landry for most catches for a receiver in their first 3 years in the NFL.
And just think about it this way. LSU is known as a running back factory as well. So wide receivers coming into the league. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Shepard.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Wesley Woodyard in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's going to air one out. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Bryce McCain. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
While time permits, we have to share the story we read about Doug Baldwin. After the loss, understandably very frustrated, said he played Madden until 3:30 in the morning to just release some of that anger because he could control all 11 guys in that game.
And that just tells you about how guys feel in playoff pressure. The idea of not going to the Super Bowl, which is all Seattle talks about. And there's Doug Baldwin staying up, playing Madden. I love what you said, though, the control of everything. Because he can't do that as a player. You can only control you and your aspect of the game. In this situation, he's controlling it all. Now, I guarantee you, Seattle was winning those games.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll come out in the pistol. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Tennessee first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Murray the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. A gain of 3, second down.
It may sound trite to a lot of people, but when you have a team that actually does believe in you, it really helps your overall play. DeMarco Murray found exactly that in Tennessee with the Titans.
Because he didn't really have, you're alluding to him not having that in Philadelphia?
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, look, he started as the guy there. By the end of the season, he was no longer that guy. The offense didn't seem to fit for him, but it fit perfectly in Tennessee as he led a big-time attack, 3rd in the league in rushing.
Yeah, finishing just shy of 1,300 yards, 12 total touchdowns as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play.
Trying for right, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And New York set to take the field. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come up in an offset eye, and the back goes into motion. So after the INT, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Murray the lone setback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run the counter with Murray. They find some open field here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. A first down throw for Mariota. And right with it here over the middle. Give him 18 on that one. And that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Murray. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Again, it's Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Another pistol look here. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Murray the lone setback. Mariota. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. He was trying for his tight end, the veteran Anthony Fasano. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So 2nd and goal here from the 9. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Here's Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Suckup will put this one right through. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Perkins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Perkins on the give from Manning. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Jennings, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Derek Morgan in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. To throw, it's Manning. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he's got more time, complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Another pistol look here. Manning going to give it to Perkins. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They go with Perkins again. And some space here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive. And all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels. Defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Snap comes at 1. Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to find space there for Paul Perkins. And it's 3rd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Manning now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Eli Manning, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gold to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I do know about DeMarco Murray, he loves to pile up carries. You know, a lot of backs are concerned about how many they have. Not him. He wants the ball all the time. But so far in this game, that's not working too well, and his team's losing.
He's had a decent chunk of carries. He just hasn't had much success when he's gotten those carries. On 3rd down, Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. New York set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have
hates?
kept it on the ground.
Now this time Manning will throw. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your...
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. So 1 yard to go here on third down. It's a sneak, Manning. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now this time he'll look to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They go counter. Perkins. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now it's Jennings. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third down and 3. Manning going to try and throw on third down. He finds Beckham complete. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Back to it after the pick six. Mariota over the middle. Sharp's got it complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Murray the lone setback. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And right with it here over the middle. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Kendall Wright, 66 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Shreds the tackle. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And this is Shepard on the catch. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They come out here in the eye. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And now with the play clock winding down, Ben McAdoo's going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Again, they go to Perkins. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Manning going to give to Perkins on the draw. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That was a tremendous play by the defensive line. We always talk about leverage versus any play. How about versus the draw? Underneath, they get into the backfield and make a big-time play.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Manning, it's hauled in by Shepard. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A second down throw here for Mariota. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On the run, it's Perkins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now Perkins. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Paul Perkins taking it in from the 20. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Murray, the lone setback. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley.